Denissa, and I work in the sales department at S-Trip. My nicknames at the office, some people call me D. I also go by Lupita. I'm Spanish, so I have multiple last names, and they don't like to use my real one. So they call me Mendieta, which is my mom's last name. And then also, not as of late, but Dora. But as of late, the banks have been working with Dora the Explorer. So the best part of my job is probably being able to finally travel with the students. I spend a lot of time talking to the students and promoting the trips and telling them that it's going to be the best week of their lives, or the trip of a lifetime. And probably the best part is not necessarily getting there, but seeing them off and having them actually thank you and come up to you and say, like, this is actually the best week ever, you were right. Makes our job a lot easier, makes my job a lot easier, and it makes me kind of believe in what I'm doing and planning and telling people about. So that's probably the coolest part, I think. My friends know I love, the obvious answer would probably be Drake. However, that was Denissa in 2009. But I also like food, shopping, shoes, and a lot of girly things. But concerts and music, and kind of anything fun, not just Drake. I think it really depends on the mood I'm in, but as of late, I'm going with Asian, anything Asian. So like Thai or ginger down the street, it's always a good time. Or like some pho soup. I think I'm gonna go city actually. I was gonna say mountain, but I think city. I think because I'm a city girl at heart. I love just kind of going around and exploring and just checking out what's there, including like the history, the shopping, the smaller pockets, like the little alleyways that turn to nothing, but I think that's probably the cooler part about it. My trip of a lifetime would be an African safari. I think it'd be super awesome and like really cool, and I love animals and I want to see them in the wild and kind of like stare at them and just watch what they're up to. I always catch myself watching like the Netflix wildcat documentaries, so I secretly want to be there and kind of catch them in action too. My favorite travel memory is definitely Peru. Last year I had the opportunity to go to Machu Picchu, and it was probably the most intimidating thing I had to stare at before realizing I was about to literally hike up this mountain. After the so many hours that we hiked in the middle of the night in the cold and rain, we finally got to what they call the sunset gates, and it was probably the most rewarding thing in my life to actually get to the top, especially because some of the steps that were like half my size and I was like on all fours trying to climb this thing. But definitely Machu Picchu, like #1. I think the mantra I most relate to is make an impact. The influence and the impact our students have on, you know, the younger people in whether it be Dominican or Cuba, like seeing everybody's smiling and laughing and having an awesome time, and then having the students come back and saying that that was the best part about their trip is probably what I like the most, and I think that's an awesome thing that we do. 3 items I always pack for a trip are comfortable shoes, definitely a go-to, snacks, and definitely a camera, because you want to capture everything that you're seeing and bring it back and kind of show it off. So. On my days off, I typically sleep in, and then I go to the gym longer than normal to make up for the lost week, and then I usually get dressed and hit the town. So it's either window shopping, or checking out a new restaurant, or just checking out something cool that's happening in the city that weekend. That's kind of what I'm usually up to. So I have traveled to a couple places in Central America, so Nicaragua, Costa Rica. I've been to a couple places in Europe, so everywhere from Paris, Germany, Belgium, Holland, Spain, Greece, and all over the Caribbean with S-Trip. So there's still a lot to go, but a couple places. I want to go to everywhere, but I think top of my list is Italy. I'd love to visit Italy. I love the culture, and I love Italian food and all the history and everything. That's definitely there to see and learn about, and also an African safari. That'd be my top 2 choices of things that I'd want to do next. My number 1 travel tip, I think, would be just everywhere you go to kind of stop and take a moment and just take it all in. When we're away, we're so busy trying to figure out what we're gonna do next, or what are we gonna do tonight, or where are we gonna go here, what's happening tomorrow. We kind of forget to just take it all in. So whether it's at the top of Machu Picchu and be like, I just hiked for 8 hours and I finally got here, or in the middle of a European city or something, kind of have to just realize that you're there, and it's crazy how you got from one place to another. So just taking a moment.